So this is it. Welcome to the collector, and we have here the Miyoo Mini Plus. For anyone that maybe doesn't really know, this is a retro emulating console. You have tons of handhelds like these nowadays in the markets. You can order them through I know that you can order them through Amazon, but my best tip would be to search a little bit and order them through online stores like, I don't know, Banggood, Alibaba, and all of this stuff, because they come in better pricing. You have to wait a little bit more, but they will arrive. Now, there are devices available for $30, $70, $100, $150, and then you have all the other premium handheld devices, and it really comes down to what form factor you want and what games you want to play. And with games, I really mean, do you want to play games more or heavier than the PlayStation 1? So Nintendo 64, GameCube, PlayStation 2, then you have to spend more money. It's as easy as that. To be honest with you, I only like to play when I'm using devices like this, retro handheld games, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or maybe Super NES, Sega, some older maybe arcade games. But as soon as we go more than PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, I know that it looks better in a crisp, smaller display, but I grew up playing Nintendo 64 on the TV, laying on the couch with a controller in my hand, and I still love to do this. Even if the 3D is foggy, it doesn't look so good on big displays, I love playing these games while sitting on the couch. So the Miyoo Mini Plus, which plays up to PlayStation 1, is the perfect device for me. Would I like to play on Nintendo 64? Yeah, maybe, but as I told you, I played Pokemon Stadium through the Nintendo Switch online service, and I love it. I remind myself how I used to play this game while sitting on the couch. Some back info. I'm a totally noob regarding emulators. The last time I was heavy into emulating things was back in 2005, where I used my PC to play all these arcade games of the past. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Final Fight, to play through them. There was a moment where I really was heavy into emulation, and then everything stopped. So now I'm very fresh into going back into the emulating system, and I'm a huge fan of portable gaming. This is my first Game Boy. It still works. I think it also has a game here. It simply works. Let's check it out. Do I have batteries in there? I think yes. So what a nice display. You can barely see anything. Oh man. So yeah, this one works. Then my favorite one, the Game Boy Color. I played so many hours on this particular system, like crazy. Pokemon, Zelda, all of their favorite games. This is maybe my second favorite console of all time. I simply love handheld gaming. And there's this one, the last one, the Game Boy Advance. It doesn't work anymore. I don't know why, but yeah, it's from my personal collection back in the day, so I kept it. So after this, I stopped playing handheld. I hate playing retro stuff on my smartphone. I hate it to drain my battery. It was kind of cool back in 2009, where I could play Pokemon on my old HTC system, but I hate it. I don't want to use extra accessories. I don't want to use anything. I just love to have a dedicated thing for retro gaming. So my friends that gave me this as a birthday present obviously know me very, very well. Now, going now here to the console, I have already played with it tons of hours, so I will give you also some ideas about how I liked it. Now, in the packaging, obviously you receive the console, but you also received for the display a protector, which I haven't used it, but I have to use it. Then you have some user manual in Chinese and English, which will help you out, but I doubt anyone will use it, though I have to give them the props that it's kind of okay. I mean, it's has pictures, colorful. Yeah, why not? Yeah, this is for the in order to place the display protector, and then you also received a USB card reader and this SD card. Now, I've read everywhere that the SD card is not very good, the SD card reader is also not very good. Could be the case. I had this one spare. Let me show it to you. 128 gigabytes of a SanDisk one. So I'm using this one. I'm just following the tips from the community to use a better SD card, and yeah, I'm using this one. Now, I won't show you the original operating system of the console because I have already flashed it. So I followed the instructions from the emulator community since I'm a big noob, and I installed Onion OS. If you have two SD cards already available, this is probably the most easiest thing that I've done so far. You take the old SD card out, you download the Onion OS. I've put it in the new SD card into the PC. I simply copy paste and unzip the folders. I put it here, I inserted here the SD card, and everything installed like magic. Now, obviously, the ROMs, you have to get it by yourself, or you can use up some of the ROMs that they have here. They have tons of ROMs, but a lot of duplicates. So, yeah. So let me just turn it on, and I will show you a little bit the device. I know that you have already seen it. I love that it is an old Game Boy. So I have already a theme here that I really liked as a good old Nintendo fan. And let me show you how you can, as you can see, I have installed already some of the systems that I want to dig in and to play with them. You can hear some favorites, then you can install some apps and themes. Now, I will start with what I don't like about the Onion OS. In some cases, it's a little bit slow, not a lot, but it's a little bit slow. And some of these themes, or at least I don't know how to use them, some of them of these themes, while they look great, and I love that you can preview each theme of how it looks, because in the operating system that was already installed, you couldn't really see what the themes are unless you have installed them. Some of them I don't really can use them when I'm going into the system of switching between the games. What do I mean with that? Now, if I go here, so you see here, it saves the state of the games that you already played. This was a killer for me. That's why I installed the Onion OS. So you can see here, I have played a lot of games, and it saved the state on the particular moment where I was. I can simply switch between games. The thing that I missed from other themes was that in some themes I couldn't find to select, for example, to delete this from the history. Or maybe all of these options, select, start, I couldn't find them. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. In this theme, it works perfect, and that's why I'm also sticking with that. Now, as you can see here, I'm pressing on resume, and you're already here, which is amazing. I mean, wow. Now, if you go one press down, again, you can simply switch. Let's go to Mega Man 8 for the PlayStation 1. As I told you before, some moments it is a little bit slow, but yeah, nothing groundbreaking. I mean, it's great. It works great. Dr. Willy, great. It looks great on this display, Mega Man 8. Now, if you double press, you go into, or you should go into the retro achievements. Double press or hold it down. I don't remember. I have to try it out and test a bit. Now, some things that you have to get used to. For example, if you press this one and one of the shoulder buttons, I think it rewinds or it loads or it saves. So to getting to know the commands of everything that you can do with this device is very, very important, so you can do it quickly. Another thing that I have seen is that, as you can see here, retro achievements, you can also get achievements. This has a Wi-Fi function. For me, it's very important to have the Wi-Fi internet function because I love having achievements, especially for old games like this. And yeah, one thing that I saw is that some games didn't work with the BIOS that was already here, so I have to do some digging, but most games, and I'm using mainly the ROMs that were included with this system, are working. I'm really something more than happy with this present. It plays most of the games that I like great. You can also change the filter, I think. Let me see how you can, yeah, that's how you change it. So you can see here, you can change the filter by only pressing one of the shoulder buttons, especially for the Game Boy games. Tons of options. Yeah, it's really nice. Now, let me move away from here. Yeah, that's why it does some hiccups here and there, but yeah, I played for a lot of hours and I'm amazed that I had it turned off for like 3 days because I'm playing now Tears of Kingdom and everything is here. Now you can see Game Boy Advance, Ninja Turtles. It's ready to go from where I left it. It's amazing. It's amazing. So for me, this is probably the most important thing why you should install Onion OS. It also has a great community and support. You can toggle it in order to do some updates, but I mean switch between these games. And you have to also keep in mind that a lot of these games, especially on the handheld, they were short games. So I'm jumping around back and forth to check out the games, to play through them. This D-pad feels very nice. The buttons feel very nice. This one are a little bit small, and I won't lie to you, after playing a lot of hours, it can feel a little bit tiresome, but I love that it's this form factor. I don't want to get a big handheld. If I want a big handheld, I have the Nintendo Switch, so having something that small, it's great. I think especially when I go also on vacation in the summer, this will be definitely my best buddy. Now, what else do I wanted to show you? Let me hold it down, press to go to the, I did something wrong. Yeah. Yeah, you have here the settings. In the settings, you can change a lot of things like the display, the sound. To shut it down, you can go here with the display luminance and hue. You can change a lot of stuff. Yeah, obviously. And here are the apps. You can also install some apps. RetroArch install Package Manager. You can install the clock for the Pokemon games in order to have this day and night cycle. Yeah, what can I say? It works flawlessly. It hasn't crashed on me. It is here and there a little bit slow, but I love Onion OS. Looks great. Easy for me. I just want to play some games